Have you ever thought of someone, and then, out of nowhere, they call you? Ever noticed a number repeating everywhere you go on a receipt, a license plate, a clock, and wondered if it meant something? What if I told you this isn't coincidence, but communication? That the universe is whispering back to you, responding to your inner state with surgical precision. In this video, we're going deep. You'll see why your internal state literally creates your external world. How symbols, people, and events line up with mathematical precision. And why sustaining a feeling as real is the secret to shifting timelines. Most people sleepwalk through this, but after today, you'll never look at random events the same way again. Reality isn't some dead, external stage. It's a living mirror of your inner state. Every thought, every image, every sustained feeling is like a pebble thrown into a pond. Ripples extend outward until they reach the shore, and the shore is your physical life. This is why you can think of someone and they text, why a mood or thought can shift the entire tone of your day, why dreams feel prophetic. Carl Jung called this synchronicity, meaningful coincidences with no causal explanation. Neville Goddard called it the bridge of incidents, a series of events that align to bring your assumed reality into form. Both were describing the same mechanism from different angles. The universe speaks in symbols because symbols bypass the logical mind and communicate directly with your subconscious. Repeating numbers like 1111, 222, or 555. Recurring animals like owls, hawks, or black cats. Dreams that later echo in waking life. These aren't random. They're feedback from the field, telling you where you're aligned, where you're misaligned, or where you're about to step into a new chapter. When you begin to decode these symbols, you stop feeling like life is happening to you and start realizing it's happening through you. You become fluent in the language of creation. Neville Goddard said it bluntly, feeling is the secret. It's not just about thinking. It's about feeling your wish fulfilled, as if it's real. When you do this, your subconscious accepts it as a fact. And the external world, which is simply consciousness objectified, rearranges itself to match. This isn't metaphorical. It's mechanical. If your inner state is lack, you'll keep meeting lack. If your inner state is abundance fulfilled, you'll see doors open that logically shouldn't. And the longer you sustain the feeling, the more bridge of incidency events show up to lead you there with surgical precision. There's a reason the state between waking and sleep, hypnagogia, is so powerful. Your conscious mind is fading. Your subconscious is wide open. In this window, whatever you impress upon your mind seeps in like dye into water. It's why Neville taught to fall asleep in the wish fulfilled. You're essentially programming reality at the root level. Most people drift off thinking about their problems, rehearsing fears. The subconscious accepts it and projects it outward. Change your nightly state and you change your life. Events don't just unfold forward in time. In a strange way, the future casts shadows backward. You get a nudge, a dream, a sudden hunch, and later, the event appears. This is because consciousness exists outside linear time. Your subconscious already knows what's forming. These premonitions are your higher self whispering. Get ready. When you ignore them, you feel blindsided. When you listen, you walk through doors at the exact right moment. Even science is catching up. In quantum physics, observation collapses probability into actuality. The particle appears where attention goes. This is a metaphor, but also not. Your sustained inner focus selects a version of reality from the infinite field. That's why the moment you decide something with conviction, synchronicities explode around you. You've tuned to a frequency, and the external world responds. You're not attracting from outside. You're selecting from within the infinite. Once you understand this, you'll see synchronicities fall into four main categories. Warning synchronicities, unexpected blocks, delays, or random accidents signaling misalignment. Confirmation synchronicities, signs like repeating numbers, overheard phrases, or chance meetings affirming you're on the right path. Prophetic synchronicities, dreams, visions, or repeated symbols that foreshadow what's coming. Manifestations synchronicities, physical evidence of your internal state showing up externally. Recognizing which is which turns life into a lucid dream. A key principle. Signs show up after you assume the desired state, not before. People wait for the sign to feel secure, but the sign appears only when you first feel secure. This flips the whole game. You lead with inner conviction. The universe follows with outer proof. Most people don't realize this because they're trapped in reactive consciousness. They assume the external world is primary, and their inner state is secondary. But the opposite is true. The external world is an echo. Change the inner and the outer must follow. This is why two people can live in the same city, under the same conditions, but experience completely different realities. Once you grasp this, you stop waiting for luck and start living deliberately. Think of your inner state as a tuning fork. One strike sends a vibration through the whole field. If you hold it long enough, events, people, and symbols align with breathtaking precision. A job offer, a chance meeting, a forgotten bill paid at the exact right moment. ULC. The universe has no problem orchestrating the improbable. What looks like chaos is actually choreography. Define the end state. What do you want? Not in vague terms, but in felt reality. 2. Enter the feeling through imagination, meditation, or affirmations. Generate the feeling of already having it. 3. Sustain it, especially before sleep. Let the state be more real than the current circumstances. 4. Release and observe. Don't micromanage the how. Watch for symbols, bridges of incidents, and alignments. Repeat until the internal becomes external. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind. It's about training your attention. The more disciplined your attention, the more precise your manifestations. Meditation brings you into the observer seat, where you can deliberately choose your state rather than reacting to circumstances. From this seat, synchronicities become obvious, and your co-creative power becomes undeniable. Once you integrate this, life becomes a lucid dream. Symbols guide you. People mirror your inner dialogue. Coincidences become confirmation. You realize you've been speaking to the universe all along, and it's been speaking back. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the blueprint of reality itself. If you've been seeing repeating numbers, thinking of someone, and then they show up, or feeling like reality itself is winking at you, trust it. You're not crazy. You're waking up. You are the scriptwriter and the actor. The sooner you claim that role, the sooner the stage transforms. Don't drift back to sleep. Practice the feeling. Sustain it. Watch the bridge of incidents unfold with surgical precision. If this resonated, like this video, comment the synchronicity you've experienced lately. And follow for more, because once you understand the language of the universe, you'll never be the same again.